It sounds like this.
First official episode of Talk Story. My name is Marissa Rodriguez, and this is a lifestyle podcast where I'll be chatting with you about my week.
Welcome to day 27 of my 365-day vlogging experiment where I am documenting my business journey. Thank you so much for being here. I'm quite excited today because although most of the day, actually all of the day, I've spent sitting in front of my computer writing 2 fitness updates for the fitness series that I'm working on my lifestyle blog and finishing up the introduction to my lifestyle podcast that I'm starting next month, and I finished writing the first episode of that podcast. And there's a very strong chance that I'm overdoing the prepping for this in some ways, but then in other ways I'm not ready at all. So for example, and I don't know if real podcasters actually write everything out for their podcast, but that's what I had to do today, because if I just sit in front of a microphone or in front of the camera without a thought, without kind of like mapping out what I'm gonna say, it'll be a hot mess of a situation. But one day, I'm sure I'll get better at it. I mean, I haven't even started yet, so I gotta be as prepared as possible. But one day, I hope to be able to get in front of the microphone and just chat away, obviously with like a theme in mind and stuff, or especially when I start interviewing people for my podcast. Obviously everything can't be scripted, or nothing can be scripted. So this is all part of the process. We have ordered a microphone and a stand and honestly, I don't know what else. The husband's taking care of it. All that setup stuff kind of just bores me. I'm just like, okay, just give me what I need to get this done, and I'll focus on what I'm gonna say and how it's supposed to sound and feel and look and all that stuff, and you focus on the technical part, which I'm so grateful for because I tried researching all that stuff, and I get it, I understand it, I know that it's important, but I'm not interested in spending too much time on it. So I just sent him all the links that I had already researched and basically said, you pick from these, they're all the same to me. Obviously, as I get more into podcasting and do more videos and stuff, maybe we'll upgrade, we'll change what we're using, but for now, I just need to start. So we've got that ordered on the way, and I'm really excited for that. So what I'm doing today, or what we're gonna do right now, is I'm going to record, actually I'm gonna put this down so that I can talk normal. Okay, this is a little bit better. I can use both my hands because I love talking with my hands. So this is what we're gonna do right now. I'm going to practice recording the first episode. Like I said, probably way over preparing for this, but I don't want to add a bunch of ums and pauses. So I want to make sure that when I'm filming my podcast that it sounds natural and real and like me and not like I'm reading a script. Because I'm not. Like when I'm writing this stuff out, I'm saying it, I can hear myself saying it in my head. Anyway, so that makes no sense. Anyway, I'm going to practice doing this on an app called Anchor. Anchor is a free app that allows you to podcast. Honestly, I don't know how to explain it very well, but there are a lot of people who recommend Anchor to start podcasting. So that's where I'm going to practice and just see how it sounds. If and when the day comes that my podcast has evolved into something more well-known than it is now, and right now it doesn't exist and nobody knows about it. But when the day comes that people do know about it and we're able to do awesome things with that podcast, this is the behind the scenes. This is when it started, how it started, and I just think it's really cool that I'm getting all of this on here, even if it's just me sitting in front of my camera like all the other vlogs, and it's just like my thought process and planning things out. This is the real behind the scenes stuff. This whole vlogging my business journey is completely making sense now, and I'm just so happy that I'm doing this. And like I said in my first vlog, if it all fails, I'm totally fine with recording all that too, because it'll be a great learning experience for myself or for somebody else watching. Okay, so let's get started with recording my Anchor test run.
Welcome to the first official episode of Talk Story. My name is
Okay, so this is awesome. Before I started filming this, I recorded a tiny little clip because honestly I don't know how to use Anchor, so I didn't want to just sit in front of the camera and have it be in silence and have it be super boring with me trying to figure all this out. So you can save it on your phone, and then they attach a transcript. You have the option to transcribe it, and then you can play it on your phone. So this is even something I could share on my Instagram to tell people about my podcast. That's fascinating. Okay, let's record the real test ready to start a new episode, add some audio below. To start recording, just hold the phone up to your ear. Here we go. It's so awkward. I'm like recording my voice, filming myself. Oh man. Welcome to the first official episode of Talk Story. My name is Marissa Rodriguez, and this is a lifestyle podcast where I'll be chatting with you about my weekly obsessions, pop culture, personal highs and lows, and my fitness, plant-based, and wellness favorites. If you'd like to learn more about my goals for this podcast or about the name Talk Story, please listen to the introduction episode. This is a gratitude first, good vibes only zone, and I'm so excited to be here with you today. I've wanted to start a podcast for so long, and I'm thrilled that it's finally happening. Like I mentioned. That's so weird. I felt like I was holding my breath the whole time.
Welcome
it sounds
to the
like
first
this.
official episode of Talk Story. My name is Marissa Rodriguez, and this is a lifestyle podcast where I'll be chatting with you about my weekly obsessions.
This is
pop
so.
culture, personal highs
This
and
is so
lows,
weird and really cool at the same
plant-based and
time.
wellness.
Ready to publish this episode? Absolutely not. So that was just the beginning of the podcast. So if you are watching this before I launch next month, you got a chance to get a little preview of what the podcast is and what it's about. I won't be sharing that on here, like I said, because that's for my lifestyle blog. But this is the behind the scenes, which is just as cool, I think. I don't know about cool, but interesting. At least a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and record the rest of the first episode. I didn't write everything down. So there's a section in the podcast where I'm talking about like my obsessions, a review of my week and stuff like that. I didn't record those. I didn't type those things out because it would be weird to type that out. So I just kind of make notes. So this will be interesting to see if I'm able to just chat about it without getting lost in my thoughts. I am just so happy that that platforms like this exist for people, for just regular people to just get on their phone and start creating things and start connecting with people. This is just so cool, and I'm glad that I'm experimenting with all this. So I'm about halfway through recording my test episode on Anchor because I keep rambling on and then I have to stop myself and redo it because I'm being a perfectionist. But like I said, this is just a test run, so I'm mostly learning with it and just trying out different things in the app. So I'm gonna finish that up, and that's about it. I know that there wasn't too much going on, literally just me sitting in front of my computer all day, but I'm thrilled about what's coming up. I'm getting the podcast stuff going, I'm starting the fitness series for my lifestyle blog, and we're on day 27 of this business vlog. This is good stuff. Some of the things that I know I need to get on that I have not been on point are posting on my Instagram. I just have not done that on my actual profile. I've been okay with my stories, and that's mostly because I've been really busy trying to figure out my plan for everything else. And I have a ton of pictures to post on Instagram, so hopefully soon I can get going with that. I just take a really long time writing captions and then doing the whole hashtag thing. And yeah, probably overthinking it as well. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you tomorrow. So before getting into the format of the show, I'd like to tell you a little about myself. My name is Marissa. I live in Hawaii with my husband and Cilantro, our Australian Shepherd puppy. I'm what's considered an older millennial. I remember life before the internet, no social media,